안녕하십니까, 대냐마입니다. 오늘은 다시 라우스 오브 워 그 DLC의 스토리 라인을 다시 따라가고 있습니다. 오레오카스트로 다시 돌아오고 있습니다. 제가 코멘터리를 하는 일은 딱히 없을 겁니다. 여기서 주의해야 한다라던가 아니면 딱 번역이 망했다던가 그런 경우가 없다면 딱히 제가 코멘터리를 달 일은 없을 것 같네요. 그래도 재밌게 봐주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Bet you wish we had one of those in Pakistan, huh?
I gotta admit, that's 60 tons of getting shit done.
밖에 파워는 굉장하군요.
Oh, by the way, while you were busy chatting to, well, whoever that is that isn't your wife.
I told you, Andy, she's a journalist. Get to the point.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I assembled the demining drones.
Both of them?
Well, yeah. They're by the van.
하기 전에 저희는 일단은 기억 먼저 보고 가도록 하죠. 파트 5 오레오카스트로는 역시 이런 쪽 관련으로 보게 될 테니까요.
Those guys at the outpost. The ones murdered by the guerrillas. They never even got a shot off.
How come?
Not sure. I mean, it all happened at night. Big thunderstorm, heavy rain. But there are rumors. Some even claim the attackers were wearing army uniforms.
I see. That would constitute a war crime, no? An act of perfidy?
Yeah, but after the executions, in for a dime, in for a dollar.
하필이면 다음이 목수상점이네요. 골 때리기시. 일단 그래도 갔다 봅시다. 어떻게 되면 되겠죠.
I got a UXO here dug right into the wall.
Shit. You'll need the toolkit for that job. I'll get on the horn to dispatch, see what's taking them so long.
I'll come back later. You know, Alexis' house, his workshop, it was like something from another time.
I'm not quite sure I follow.
Pounding of a hammer, back and forth of a wood saw, I don't know. Things felt simpler back then, is all. Far cry from what was to come.
그렇지, 아직 저기가 남았죠.
I remember there used to be a cafe here once. Local place. Actually, that's an understatement. I must have picked up more local curse words there than the entire rest of my time out here put together.
It sounds like quite an institution. Did it shut down when the fighting started?
Eventually. The guy who ran it, he didn't have much love for the government. I remember he used to charge the local soldiers double, called it a tourist tax. And one night he was bundled off in the back of a truck. Never saw that guy again.
이 사람. 불안하네요. 저런 것들이 항상 가까이 있다니.
Strange to think kids once played here.
I assume the town was evacuated at some point.
Oh yeah, early on. Many folk left as soon as the ceasefire started to fall apart. Others fled when all those leaflets came. Just a handful of people were here for the end.
전부 사라졌죠.
You know, when I joined IDAP, we were a pretty small outfit.
And how many countries is IDAP active in today?
Now, we're pretty widespread, 50 in the global south alone. CCB, DRR, you name it, we provide aid and development for more than 60 million each year.
If you don't mind me saying, Nathan, you sound... I don't know exactly.
Look, it's great we can help so many now, just back in the day, it wasn't so much politics, you know?
솔직히 이렇게 한 파트에 읽을 수 있는 모든 것들을 빠르게 읽어야 나중에 기억 모으려고 삽질하지 않습니다. 왜 기억을 모으냐면 나중에 알려드릴게요.
Those earthquakes you mentioned, weren't there some fairly bad ones not so long ago?
Nothing too major. The worst came during NATO's invasion, actually. Solid 4s and 5s on the Richter scale. The soil out here is pretty loose, though. Folks were worried about gas lines getting damaged. Turns out they were right to be.
The Army's offensive against the town. It seems like, well, a disaster, to be honest.
Yeah, they never imagined the guerrillas would put up a fight, that's for sure. The mines on the road caught them off guard, immobilized their armor. They took heavy casualties from mortar and MG emplacements, too. Some even blamed the Army command, said they gifted the enemy time to organize.
The leaflets.
Right. It was a tough call. Complying with the laws of war, it's got a price.
읽을 수 있는 기억은 일단 여기까지인 것 같네요. 좋아요. 지뢰밭을 채우러 갑시다. 나초 차량들은 벌써 다 여기 와 있네요. 아까 밥캣이 밀고 가면서 확실히 길을 터줬나 보죠.
All right, got the terminal.
Cool. So just connect it to a drone and, yeah, take control.
You got it?
Looking good.
So, you're gonna want to use the auto hover mode. Switch it on whenever you need to stay in one place.
Auto hover, right.
I'll arm the explosives once you've reached the minefield.
예, 지뢰 탐지가 이 지뢰 해체 드론의 지뢰 감지가 훨씬 더 성능이 좋아요. 50m까지 표시되죠.
Heads up. Enabling charges. Okay, now. The bombs. You only got 4. Release one and it'll drop straight down. Simple physics. If you run out, fly over to the van. There's plenty spare.
Thanks.
Having fun there?
Making things go boom, you know it. These demining charges pack quite a punch. What's in them?
500 grams of Krovex water gel, baby.
저기에도 있었네요. 저기 안 터지다니.
I'm out.
Don't sweat it. Steer back on over to the van. I'll rearm you.
드론은 은근히 이게
Safety's on.
힘들어요.
Understood.
그러니까 개발자 빌드 버전에는 최소 고도가 없었어요, 전에는. 그래가지고 잘못하면 펑 끈적 나는 거죠 뭐.
There you are. Set it down where you started. Over by those white containers.
방어가 잘못하면 얘를 구전했을 수도 있겠어요.
Question. How can I see if I've gotten all the mines?
Your drone's got a dedicated sensor. Get close enough, and it'll detect any nearby explosives. How's it going?
Getting there. Gonna need another resupply.
No problem, Max. Same deal.
사실 이게 대인용으로도 좀 차이집니다. 적들이 AI가 아니라면 보고 확실히 피하겠지만
All right, almost done.
Seriously? Nathaniel Francis McDade, how big is this minefield?
Only my mom calls me Francis, Andy.
Yeah, sure thing, Franny Mac. Anyway, you know the drill. Send it back for resupply.
확실히 이런 기가 있으면 편하겠어요. 폭발물이 좀 많이 필요하긴 하겠지만. 의외로 시간이 좀 걸리고 있네요. 왠지 모르겠지만. 전원 은근히 안 터지네요. 야, 이제 됐네.
All right, that's it.
좋아, 됐어겠지.
What the fuck was that?
Relax, relax. It sounds like it came from the other side of town. You want me to take a look?
No, stay put. I'll go. Yeah, collapsed building, UXO, I bet. Skittish things at the best of times.
Disturbed by your demining activity?
Could be. That's what makes them so damn dangerous. You never know if they're gonna stay unexploded.
다음 에피소드 시작하겠네요.
Hello. How'd you get here?
Another find?
Mm-hmm. Laser designator. Kind of thing special forces would use to call in an airstrike.
Oh, interesting. Actually, the airstrike on the town, the details of that are fuzzy.
그 안에 공습에 대한 거는 좀 제대로 설명이 안 됐다고 하는 거죠. 좋아요, 오늘은 여기서 마치겠네요. 지금까지 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 파트 5는 이렇게 마치겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.